And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Kristaps Porzingis.
And the one thing that he'll be looking to change is the downturn in his three-point percentage. It's taken a hit here the last 10 games. I know he's putting in extra work to get that rhythm back.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Shireman in at the shooting guard. And for Golden State, backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Green is out there with Butler. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. And the NBA starting, Greg, to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Porzingis has got the opening basket of the game for Boston.
Now this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3", everybody.
Curry, Porzingis with the block, and they'll keep possession. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a 3-point game. Took him no time at all on that one.
And Brown can score from anywhere, which is what makes him a big problem for the defense.
Now here's Curry. 33 points last game. And it's Butler with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Tatum. Last game, 26 points. Pass to Porzingis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
Well, this is where you see Jaylen Brown has evolved as a playmaker for his teammates. That's a pretty pass.
Jackson Davis. Rebound Boston. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball too critical in today's NBA.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Stephen Curry hits them both. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. GA, why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
To the middle, it's tipped. Green with the ball. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie. Well, we still have about half a season left, but here's where the power rankings stand as of today. Take a look at New York. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Golden State, they retain their spot at number 2 in the rankings, and they've got staying power. They're as stable as they are dominant. I don't see them slipping down that list anytime soon. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Porzingis passes to Brown. Pritchard from outside. AT that time from Curry. Warriors trail by 4. On On the wing, Green. He's covered by Brown. Lets a floater go. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Butler. Tatum against Butler. Tatum kicks to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Brown jams it in.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Curry. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. Second is Buddy Hield. Third is Stephen Curry.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry, guys, is going to be remembered as the greatest shooter in the history of the sport, but we should not sleep on the amount of winning this guy has done as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Johnson, he's checked in for Butler. Moses Moody comes in for MP. And it's Buddy Hield in for Brandon Pajemski. Stephen Curry hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now here's Brown, defended by Moody. Brown's shot is good. Brown's got 6 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Johnson with a screen on Holiday. Curry finds Johnson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
Outside Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Holiday against Curry. He takes it in. It's deflected. Here's Shireman. And he makes good on the layup. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
So it's the Warriors now. They trail by 6. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team. Yabusele, screen on Holiday. Another shot. It's deflected. On the wing, Brown. Covered by Hield. To Porzingis. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
A crossover, and he sinks the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here is Holiday. Hasn't made one yet. No good on the triple. Here's Moody. Porzingis with the block.
Oh, that is a big-time block from KP. How about that rim protection?
Brown against Teal, beyond the arc. The Warriors pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Celtics lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Hield. Johnson is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's MP in at the 3 spot.
Drew Peterson.
Celtics on D. Here comes... Oh!
Boy, MP, what a fancy finish.
Here's Holiday. 9-point game his last outing. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said, him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy in that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Kevin?
They're clearly all in. Allie, we thank you very much. Doris, you mentioned that you value the way Porzingis is able to neutralize shot blockers.
There is value to a big who can step away into the three-point line and stretch your defense to a place you are uncomfortable with. And then on the other end of the floor, this guy provides elite rim protection and rebounding. You have to respect the two-way ability of Kristaps Porzingis.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy as 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spencer's checked in. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. That one is off.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
Hields checked in for Golden State. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
Celtics leading by 5. Pass to Cada. Now here is Holiday. He's tightly guarded. 5 to shoot. Pritchard from outside. MP grabs the miss. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Strong finish inside from MP.
Yeah, sometimes your teammate gets you open with a screen. MP able to capitalize.
Outside, Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Stolen away. Pass to Walsh. Takes it off the glass. Walsh has got his first points of the game.
How about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. As Jackson Davis is checked in for Golden State, Curry comes in for Buddy Hield. Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Warriors trail by 5. They set the pick. Here's Curry. And Jackson Davis gets it to go. Jackson Davis has got his third basket of the night. For Boston, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish. Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Here's Kata, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Pritchard against Curry. Pass to Moody. And the slam by Moody.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction. Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Green up on top. He's covered by Pritchard.
Out of the pick and roll, MP able to read and react.
Here's Brown. 17 points for him last game against Chicago.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the chart.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jimmy Butler.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Missed inside. Boston leading by 4 to the inside. Kata. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And MP throws it down.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint. Here's Brown. Brown gets it done inside.
Well, that's where you use your athleticism and agility if you're Jaylen Brown, navigating to a high percentage look.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Here's Pritchard. Count it. And the Celtics lead by 4.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Some changes. Ersan Yabusele, he's checked in for MP. Jimmy Butler comes in for Moody. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. Warriors trail by 4. Yabusele, the screen. Butler passes to Yabusele. And finished off by Yabusele.
Boy, perfect execution in the pick and roll. Butler always a guy who's going to draw attention, and he makes the unselfish play.
Brown outside. Inside, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Butler, and Boston with the rebound.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Tatum kicks to Brown. Over Johnson. And again, it's Boston converting.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Here he goes. And Jackson Davis gets it to go. Jackson Davis has got 12.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Celtics up 4. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm with Coach Kerr. After that first quarter, how would you rate the second?
Yeah, much better. That looked much more like us. We were more under control, allowed our defense to play in the half court because we were getting better offensive possessions.
The team really settled in. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
And moving over to the first half of our game, guys, what has gotten into Porzingis?
Locked in offensively, getting to his spots, picking apart the D, scoring in bunches, Jets.
Great points. Get it? See what I did there?
We saw, Ernie, it just wasn't funny.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
He's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Let's go to the sideline, and here's some news about Stephen Curry. What's the status, Allie?
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. They've made the call that they feel it's okay for him to play. And even though there's a moderate recovery time, he's also confident at the moment to be back on the floor.
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you.
Boy, this is where you need everyone in your support system to be around him and be encouraging, because this is going to be a long road to recovery.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Dynamic duel of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And there's Porzingis. And it's Shireman in at the 2. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Back over to you guys.
One of the best for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And it's Green missing. Boston leading by 11. Pass to Tatum. Crafty move. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Butler. Here's Curry. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
Outside Tatum. The outside leaner. Counted. Tatum's got 14.
Yeah, Jason Tatum's jumper is just so pure. This guy is on point with the midi right now.
Here's Curry. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 13. Porzingis with the steal. Brown the pass to Tatum. Good defense by MP.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Butler is screen on Tatum. Are you kidding me? What a play by MP.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at the Warriors. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And for the Warriors, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
No doubt, Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a 3-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Butler kicks to MP. MP keeping his balance right there.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Here's Shireman. Here's the screen. Pass to Tatum. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. MP's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From deep. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And some changes here for the Warriors. Gershon Yabusele, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Johnson comes in for Butler. Moody subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Then for the Celtics, Kate is checked in, and it's Drew Holiday in for Pritchard. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
Well, one guy's thinking zig, the other zag, and it's nothing good resulting.
Yabusele is screen on Holiday to the paint. Yabusele can't hit. Celtics leading by 12. Here's Shireman. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Down low, here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Such a dangerous scorer. I love to see Cameron Johnson operating in pick-and-roll action.
Here's Brown, the kick out to Holiday. The shot's good, Brown making the play. Brown's got his 8th assist in the game.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Curry on the wing, guarded by Holiday. On the wing, MP. And pushing it up, here's Boston, here's Brown. It's Brown capping off the break. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Celtics?
Yeah, and they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Celtics ball.
While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. Third spot, the Celtics.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
Pass to Holiday. Three-pointer. And the Celtics another three.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Curry passes to Yabusele. And finished off by Yabusele.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Pass to Peterson. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Walsh, defended by Moody. Celtics passing it around. Here's Keita. Tries again. And the layup is good. Keita's got 9.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Curry kicks to Johnson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Outside Holiday. His three-pointers off the mark. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics lead by 16. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. You've got Johnson. Moses Moody is out there with Buddy Hield. And it's Green. And it's Yabusele in at the center.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Shooting 1.
On the free throw, no good. Boston leading by 14. Holiday, the pass to Brown. No good there. Good defense by MP. Moody with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Brown, and he uses the glass on the layup. 14 points for Jaylen Brown.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
MP, no good. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pritchard from outside, and Moody pulls it down.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
Let's go courtside. There's some news on Jason Tatum. Allie?
Thanks. I got some news from Boston's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's an injury that may have sidelined some players, but they've cleared him to return. I'm sure he'll be playing through some pain, but he'll try to get through it.
Thanks, Allie. We appreciate the update.
What's remarkable to me, though, is how resilient players in the NBA are and the quality of the training staff and the approach they take in the rehab process. And that really helps accelerate the return to play, which is what every organization is trying to do.
Here's Hield. Johnson outside. Johnson with a screen on Brown. And it's Green with the jam.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Brown's shot is good. 16 points for Jaylen Brown.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
To the paint, here's Johnson. Rebound, Boston. Here's Walsh. The kick out to Brown.
Who's got ball? Holiday.
Pass to Walsh. Pritchard from outside. Great tee that time from Curry.
They're winning despite his performance here, and they have had his back all night.
Here's Green. It's rebounded by Walsh. Walsh has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Brown outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got 9 points now in just the second half.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Curry looking it over. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Your Warriors dancers.
We've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that, coming off a bunch of losses in a row. They turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Green, and the dunk by MP.
You have loved the attitude of MP tonight. He's looked for his shot from the opening tip, and he's been so involved.
Pritchard passes to Brown. A 3-ball, add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Curry against Pritchard. It's stolen by Pritchard. Brown right side. Pass to Pritchard. And here is Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Celtics ball. At the line for the Celtics, Drew Holiday, shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
What you love about Drew Holiday is this understated toughness. You know he's going to give you great effort and intensity nightly.
Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Here's Tillman. Celtics passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Walsh. Great D that time from Green. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And slam dunk by Butler.
Well, we've seen Steph Curry master the pick and roll, and you can see why he is so good in this situation. What a great pass to set up the score.
1:37 left in the fourth quarter. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
The Celtics making a switch here. Richardson's checked in.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jaylen Brown.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
Richardson gets a wide open look. Boston again missing. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Butler with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively.
You can't give Jimmy Butler that kind of space. He will get above the rim and let you hear about it.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Pass to Peterson. Back to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. The 3 hits it from three-point range.
For 3.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thank you very much. Jaylen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jaylen.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And now we present the player of the game, Jaylen Brown.